Hello once again, SCF members. Drew here again with another video TTM report. We've got 4 envelopes in today, and one of them has been out there a while. Now, I'll show you how I can tell on these. Most of the time on my return addresses, what I've started doing, on the return envelopes, is that I actually went out and had a rubber stamp made, so I can have it like that. Scratch my address out a little bit on there, but as you see there, rubber stamped. Well, I've got one back here that came back handwritten. So we're talking pre-2019 mailing on this one. So I'm anxious to see what's in there. Also, just to talk a little bit real quick, I've mentioned before the new style of stamps you can get from the kiosks that don't get postmarked. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about those. So as you see, no postmark anywhere on there at all. Just kind of reads that and stores the info in there. And so no postmarks ever given on it. So anytime one of those comes up, I have no idea where it's coming from, who it's going to be, unless somehow it gets accidentally postmarked, which is pretty rare. Also, I'd like to take a moment to mention, if you're a TTMer and you haven't signed up for informed delivery from the US Postal Service, I would highly recommend it. I've been using it for a few years now, and what it does is every day, it will send you an email and show you a scan of every single thing that you're about to get in the mail that day. And so it's really great to be able to see ahead of time, you know, what's going to be coming in your mailbox. Kind of gives you an idea if you've ever feared that anything's being stolen out of your mailbox. It can tell you that too, because something will pop up on there and then it won't get delivered at any point, and you'll kind of know, hey, somebody's got a sticky-fingered person there right near the mailbox. But enough of my unpaid advertisement there. Let's start breaking open some envelopes here. I'm going to start with that old one first, because I think I know who this is. Postmark from Oakland, and looking through my records today when I saw this one coming through, I think this is going to be Kevin Moss, the former New York Yankees slugger. He's been hitting up a lot of old mail here lately, and lives right out there in that Oakland area. And yes, indeed, it is. Got a few minor league issues in there as well, but there you go. Mr. Kevin Moss, a set hit right there with the Topps all-time fan favorites card. And, of course, a couple minor league issues. I like getting the minor league issues signed. Those are always just fun, and I think sometimes the players get a kick out of those, too. I know when I got Mark McLemore to sign in person once, he thought it was hilarious that I was breaking out this old Midland Angels card. So cool to get that one back from, or those two there back from Kevin Moss. Let's see here. Got another one with a San Francisco postmark on this one. And it actually has a regular stamp on there, fairly recent mail out for me. So I can take a guess here on this one. Steve Bono. See if I'm right. And yes, indeed, Mr. Steve Bono. Signing a few right there. Actually mentioned there, I was seeing it during this whole quarantine thing. I'm watching a lot of old games on YouTube whenever I can, including some from the 1987 NFL strike, and he was actually the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers for at least a couple of those games during that strike. So it's kind of cool to see him play there and then, you know, make it eventually as a regular player there in the NFL. All right, moving on, 2 more. Let's see here. No idea where these are coming from, but hey, that's a nice hit right there. I was hoping this one would come back. Pair of cards from Sal Bando, both 1972 Topps hits. Nice pair right there. Bando actually comes from the Cleveland area, as I do as well. He grew up in Warrensville Heights. His brother Chris and Solon. I actually talked to Chris a bit when he was a manager with the Grand Prairie minor league team last year. So cool to get him back. And last, one more. Nice one here, Jim Lachey. Also adds the Go Bucks there on that as well. I mentioned I am a huge Ohio State fan. He, of course, is a former Ohio State player and a broadcaster for them now. So really cool to get that back. So 2 football, 2 baseball, both finding their way into my inbox here today. And once again, as usual, if you want to know how to be able to get some of these guys to sign by mail for you, go to sportscardforum.com. Check out the TTM section. Check out the TTM manager area there. I'll tell you about how to find these guys, if any of them charge, where to mail, about how long it's going to take. So there you go. We'll see you on the boards.